Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
An Australian Premier's election promise to open state-owned service stations in a bid to reduce fuel costs has been labelled the dumbest policy by a political opponent. Queensland Premier Steven Miles announced if he wins the state election in October, he will establish 12 state-owned service stations across Queensland. The Courier Mail reports the plan is estimated to cost $36 million, although Mr. Miles admitted the figure is not backed by analysis or detailed modelling. Mr. Miles announced the plan in his State of the State address on Tuesday. Publicly owned fuel stations will charge a fair price for fuel, increase competition, and ensure Queenslanders have more choice when it comes to filling up. He also announced if Labor is re-elected, it will ban petrol stations increasing fuel prices more than once a day, as well as a trial to cap price increases to 5 cents a litre a day. Deputy LNP opposition leader Jared Blaigie did not hold back in criticism of the Premier's plan, calling it economic vandalism. "This would have to be the dumbest policy I have seen announced by a Queensland Premier," he said. "Seriously, what's next? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker?" Mr. Blaigie added, he will wipe out independent retailers. What is he going to say to the mum and dad that have to close their business down, therefore creating less competition and opportunity in the marketplace, therefore driving up petrol prices, he said. The Australasian Convenience and Petroleum Marketers Association's chief executive Mark McKenzie was also scathing of Mr. Miles' plan. History proves that government interference in complex competitive markets inevitably leads to higher costs for consumers, and the retail fuel market is no different. Mr. McKenzie said the lack of industry consultation before the announcement of Mr. Miles' plan beggars belief. This has also been done, without any clear legislative mechanism for how this proposal would work in practice, he said. In a statement, Mr. Miles said his plan is all about delivering greater competition. The costs associated with owning and driving a car can add up. But most Queenslanders, especially in the regions, need a car to get around, drop the kids at school, or to do their work. He said rising fuel prices was not a simple issue to fix. "We don't control global oil prices, and we can't force privately owned petrol retailers to charge less at the bowser, but a government I lead will do whatever we can to bring petrol prices down. The 12 initial sites will be determined by government, based on where competition is most needed across the state." Mr. Miles said his government will work with stakeholders, including independent retailers. "I am also committed to working with experts and industry to ensure fair competition in all Queensland communities, and that fuel prices can't be jacked up by any more than 5 cents a day." Mr. Miles posted about his plan on his social media channels. "We will set up publicly owned fuel stations if we're elected in October. They will charge a fair price, increase competition, and give Queenslanders more choice when filling up." Replies to the Premier's posts didn't hold back. "Oh, come on, Stephen. This is now beyond the ridiculous. You simply can't buy the election by promising cheap petrol. That's a lunacy," one ex-user wrote. "You truly are unhinged, Miles. Most of the cost of fuel is tax. Will you be getting your federal mates to cut the taxes on fuel for your servos?" Another wrote. Bull *********. That will be a complete disaster under the public service conditions of employment, overtime, holidays, working from home, DEI, etc., etc. Stop trying to buy the election.